Okay, so I am just explaining the last part of this program, which is the check wall and recenter. There may be a simpler way to do this, but I don't know. This is how I thought of how to do it. So I've got this giant green thing here. If the position x in millimeters greater than 500. Well, here we are. It's 0 in the middle and it's 1,000 at the outside. And so if the position x is greater than 500, that would mean it's close to the right edge. Okay? Or position x less than minus 500. That would mean that it's close to the left edge. Or position y greater than 500, meaning it's toward the top edge. Or position y less than minus 500, meaning it's close to the bottom edge. So if any of those things is true, if it's around the outside, then this is what we do. And by the way, if that's not the case, if you are in the middle when you reach this code block, then nothing happens. You just go, is this true? No? Okay, well, we just go to the end and there's nothing else. So nothing happens. So this is a block that only activates if we get near the outside. So what is it? We turn to heading 0 degrees, which means north, straight north. And then, okay, so I'm facing north and I drive reverse for a certain amount. I want to get back to the center. Well, how far do I go? I use position sensing. Position y in millimeters. Well, that's how far I want to go back. This is not a super realistic thing with real life bots, but it's a staple of video game writing. So I don't feel too bad about using it here. Then I would turn, so now I've corrected my position in the y direction, and I want to correct my position in the horizontal direction as well, or the x direction. So I turn to heading 90 degrees, which is facing east, facing to the right, and I drive reverse for my x position for that amount, which will back me up to 0. And then the last thing is I turn to a specific heading. What heading? Well, random 0 to 360. So I'm turning in a random direction. So after I back up to the center, I turn to a random direction before I start the sequence again. So where are we at? I am in the forever loop. I check the wall and recenter if I'm on the outside. Remember, that only activates if I'm not in the middle. And then I randomize the color. I run sequence 1, which is one of 3 different spirals. I do the recenter thing if I've gotten outside the center. Then I randomize the color again, and I do sequence 2, which you'll remember are these smaller movements that I put between the spirals. So I invite you to tweak this if you want to create your own versions of this. And also, I'd like you to think, like, where's the artwork in this? Is there a part of it that you could take away and it wouldn't be artwork anymore? I don't know. I think maybe the crucial thing is all these random numbers. Maybe the randomness of it is what makes it art, as opposed to being pre-programmed. It's like the bot is kind of making its own decisions. But is it really? Because it's just running random numbers. So I don't know. Think about that.